Hello everyone, we're looking today about having a good attitude, how we can have a great attitude in life and how important our attitude is. In fact, our attitude determines our altitude, how far we can go in life, how we can conquer, how can we do good things in life, great things in life. In fact, well, it starts with attitude. And great people have achieved great things in life with many obstacles. I mean, they didn't, their past didn't attribute to them doing so well. It was they were dealt a bad pack of cards. They were dealt, some tough things in life, but yet because of their attitude, they've been able to succeed. And how do we do that? Well, we looked at how benefits of a good attitude. We looked at how we need to realize that our attitude constantly needs adjusting, and we looked at a flat tire. A flat tire will not get you to where you need until you change it. And just as you've got to change a flat tire, you've got to change your attitude constantly. You've got to be looking at our lives and thinking, what are we thinking? What are we saying? What are we believing for? And readjust our attitude. Second thing is we looked at we need to pray. We need to pray to maintain a healthy, good attitude in our lives. And we looked at the psalm in Psalm 37, verse 3-5, says, trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in the land and you will prosper. Delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord and he will help you. And it's noticeable that when God gives a promise, he gives us a command, if you like, to trust in the Lord, to delight yourself in the Lord, to commit yourself to God, everything to God. But then there's a promise with that command, and the promise is you're going to live safely and prosper in the land. Wow, who doesn't want that to happen? God will give you your heart's desires when you delight in him. In other words, your heart's desires will change. When you come into the presence of God, your desires will become God's desires. And then commit yourself to the Lord, and then the promise is that he will help us. And so we looked at those points to change our attitude, to keep a good attitude. And the third thing I want to look at today is this. In order to help maintain a good attitude, the third thing is that we need to look for what's good, and you will find it. Don't be looking to what's bad. Look for what's good. I always try to look for the best in people, to look for the best in everyone. And even when people mess up, there's always something good in that person that you can bring out and you can focus on, and they can focus on, even in hard times. And look for the good is so important, and look for what's good and you will find it. The third thing is, you want to maintain a healthy attitude, you've got to look to the good. You've got to keep your mind and your eyes fixed on what is good. Your eyes and your mind fixed on God and on his promises, and on praise and thankfulness. Wow. And on how good God's been to you. Keep your mind fixed on those things. Mother Teresa was a great lady, as many of us know, and served in Calcutta amongst the poor and the needy for so long. And Mother Teresa said she required two things from those who worked with her in the slums in Calcutta. It was, number one was a desire to work. In other words, it's going to be hard. It's going to be graft, hard work, in the mess of people's lives and in the poverty that she was working in. So the first thing was a desire to work hard. The second thing was this, a joyful attitude. In other words, she declared that these are the two things she wants. If you've got a joyful attitude and you've come to work, then we can work with you. You're going to be a blessing to those around you. And in life, if we have a joyful attitude, if we have an attitude that's positive, that is encouraging, that wants to lift people and bless people, my goodness, that is so important. I've always said to my kids, look, do good at school. School's really important. Education's really important. But what's most important is your attitude. That your attitude towards life, your attitude is more important than even your qualifications that you have. If you've got a good attitude, you may have no qualifications, like many men who succeeded in life, no qualifications, but yet they've achieved much. Why? And it's because of a healthy attitude, a joyful attitude. How could Mother Teresa be so joyful amongst the dying and the destitute and the suffering? If she could keep her attitude strong and healthy in those times where she was facing death and disease every day. Let's keep our attitude. We can too. We can keep our attitude strong and healthy. And let's keep a good attitude today, and let's see God do great things as we change our attitude, and as our attitude determines our altitude, how far we can go, because we maintain a healthy, good attitude. Be blessed. Amen.